Okay, so we're here at Farnham and we've had our first ever visit here today, and this man here got his tactics absolutely right today.
Yeah, I really like this place. First and foremost, grew up here and never really actually came near the ground, and it's just got a lot of character, isn't it? So fair play. They're doing things right. They're obviously chucking a lot at it, and rightly so. Favourites for the league, and yeah, we had to adapt our tactics a little bit today. It's a different kind of performance. Almost go back to kind of the Murthas of last year, where we had to make sure we were compact through the middle, because that's where they wanted all the rotations and that's where they wanted all the ball, which I thought we did. At first we got a bit stretched in the first 5 minutes. Had to work it out quickly on the bench, which we did, and actually thought after that, we dealt with their threats really well. So tactically a bit of a different performance, but you've got to adapt. You can't just be stuck in your ways.
And you brought Owen and Sunni in?
Yeah, it's a big weekend. Owen and Sunni have been very patient. We've got to manage Josh McCoy's minutes a little bit, with the amount of games that he's played already. So it gave us a chance to have a little look at them, gave us a chance to rotate Shuey and Cam a little bit during the game, and just make sure, as much as you want to win this game, you still got to have a little bit of a half an eye, because we are a small squad. Half an eye on games coming up and making sure everyone's as fresh as possible. So thought they did brilliantly. Thought they came in, performed admirably.
Yep. So as you say, we had a weather 5 minutes of them with possession, and they looked really good. But then we got a goal just after halfway through the first half from a corner, Tim.
Yeah, nice to see that. Billy Walker getting up really well at the back post, and then we've got people in and around the keeper, and you want them to affect that second ball, and that's what Max. To be fair, Max and Joe did that, I think. It was almost like one got in the way of the other at the first, and then Max has finished it really well. So, like I said, we'd settled into the game by that point. We felt like we had a bit of a foothold. In transition, we were starting to look at like a little bit more dangerous, had a bit more of the ball, created a few combinations of our own, and it was great to see that one go in to give us something to defend.
So that was 1-0 at half time. And when I looked across, I noticed that they were making 3 subs straight away. So I thought, is this going to be the same? But not. The boys didn't get stuck in second half.
Yeah, attitude, effort, everything about today, we can just be proud of every single one of them. The boys who came on, it's really hard to come on in a game like that where you are defending for long periods. You are knowing that you're going to have to do that horrible bit and the nasty work really well to get the rewards, and that's what they did all game. They've been robbed a bit at the end of a well-deserved 3 points, but ultimately, like I said, I couldn't be prouder to come here and be disappointed with a point when before the game you'd have probably taken it for sure, but disappointed in the end.
The defence was tremendous. Bill and Ben, fantastic again today.
Yeah, they're very potent up front, and they could bring on people who are very much in the same mould. So it was relentless, and obviously they've got 16 Bobby Joe Taylor in there, who's got to be the best player in this league, probably, other than my 16 lads. But he makes things tick, and it's going to be relentless. But those boys stood up to it well, as did the whole defence, and really the whole team. We're defending from the front.
The interesting stat for me is that they had 15 attempts on goal and we had 15 attempts on goal.
Yeah, and that's frustrating, because we got in some really good positions. We waited, we bided our time, we saw the trigger, we went hunting for the ball, we won it a lot in the second half, and actually created some really, really good opportunities, and obviously hitting the post and the keeper making a save and a couple of others that could have gone for us. It's on another day you go 2-0 up and it's game over, but unfortunately with 8 minutes added on, it was always going to give them a chance probably.
And in the 7th of those, soft penalty?
Just the first half was very soft. Second one, I don't know. I need to see it again, if I'm honest. Obviously, our lad's gone. I think it's Billy's gone to ground. He says he hasn't touched him, and the whole game, that's what the referee's on about. There has to be contact. Mind you, he was going more off the player's reaction. Is actually what he said. So the fact that players dived over the leg could be why he's given it. But it's disappointing. Didn't quite deal with the ball as we know we probably could have done. And obviously, being in the 95th minute, 96th minute is a bit of a killer, but it almost felt like they were always going to be gifted one more chance potentially, and so it panned out, unfortunately.
Yeah. But to come here, Tim, and get a point, that's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, and after the disappointment of the second half against Uxbridge, we could have come here with a bit of our tails between our legs or our heads down a little bit, but yeah, like I said, I just thought every single one of them today was fantastic, and the fact that they're also disappointed after the game is testament to where they believe they can get to. where they believe they are already in some ways. So it gives us a great foundation to build on. It's been a massive slog today, really high numbers, real intense, and you would almost want this not to be on a game where you've got another Monday game straight after. I think we've been dealt one of the worst hands of the weekend, but we'll recover well, and then it's lucky that Monday's a big game that you don't really have to get yourself up for.
But great support today.
Oh, incredible. The noise that they made, and just again when boys are starting to flag a little bit and you hear that noise and you hear the barrier being banged and the chants and all that, it just gives you another 5-10%, and it's so important. If we can get that going at home on a regular basis as well, these boys need an extra 5-10% at times because they worked their socks off today and made a huge difference.
Okay, so Monday we've got waivers, so do as Tim said, come down and make some noise for the boys. They deserve it. Great point today, Tim.
Thanks.